Good morning and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me. Today is going to be a really simple 10-minute stretch flow that allows you to move your spine, get the hips moving. You can do this at any time of day, but particularly once you've woken up in the morning, you might feel a little stiff and a little tense from being so static overnight with your sleep. So hopefully this will get you started for the day. We'll come onto our knees. I'll turn around sideways here. We'll start in Vajrasana or on our knees. You can either have the tops of your feet laying on the mat. You may choose to curl your toes under and sit on your heels so that you are getting a stretch through the bottoms of your feet. It's whatever's comfortable for you today. So go ahead and find your nice, comfortable position. Just soften your eyes a little and just take a few breaths to center yourself ready for this stretch this morning. Focusing on your breath allows you to be the most present that you can be during your practice. Let's open our eyes and we'll do a few neck stretches. So just on our exhale, we'll send our left ear over to our left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to the right shoulder. Come back up. Exhale as we take our chin over to our left shoulder. Inhale in and over to our right. Inhale back to center. Let's look up for a throat stretch. Inhale, and as we exhale, bringing our chin towards our chest. Wonderful. Bringing our head back up. Take our hands to our shoulders and just doing some nice shoulder circles in your chosen direction. Once you come back to center, let's take them in the opposite direction, just as slowly and deeply as your body will allow. Terrific. We'll do some cat and cows. So let's inhale as we push our belly forward, our elbows go back and we gaze upwards. Exhale as we're rounding our shoulders, bringing our chin toward our chest. Inhale back into cow. Exhale, rolling our shoulders forward. Let's do that one more time with a really big inhale into the center of the chest, taking a good full breath. Exhale, completely out of your chest as we're rolling our shoulders forward, bringing space between our shoulder blades and our spine. Wonderful. Coming up now, arms up skyward on the inhale. Let's take our left hand down as we stretch over to the left hand side for a side stretch. Inhale, come back up. We'll do that on the right hand side. Right hand goes down. Let's stretch over to the right. You should be feeling in that your left hip, your left rib cage. We'll do that one more each side. Down onto the left, stretching over. Just ensure you're not collapsing the left-hand side or the side that you're stretching to. You still are maintaining integrity. On that left-hand side, inhale back up and one more on the right-hand side. Stretching over, feeling a beautiful stretch along the left-hand side, maintaining a nice contraction of your right side. Coming back up now, and we'll take ourselves to tabletop. So just give yourself enough room to come onto your hands and knees. Find your nice neutral spine here. And we're just going to do some hip circles. So let's take both hips over to the right, drawing them back over the heels and over to the left, coming back up. We'll do that again. Sending them back over the feet, over to each side. One more in this direction, over to the right, back over the heels, over to the left. Repeat on the other side. So let's take them both over to the left, back over the heels and over to the right. Really do them nice and deeply and slowly. Getting some really lovely morning hip movements there. And one more as we come back up. We'll now send the intention of holding our weight in our left side, so our left wrist and our left knee, as we send our right leg back. And you can flex your foot, so push your heel away. You'll be able to feel a nice stretch through the calves. And if you're able to, let's raise our left hand forward, stretching all the way through our fingertips. Bringing both wrist, hands, knees down to the ground. We'll do that on the other side. So let's send our left foot away, flex the foot, push through the heel. And when you're ready, we'll send the right hand forward, sending all our energy through our fingertips. Fantastic. Let's come back down. We'll do that one more each side. Sending the right foot back, flex the foot, sending our left hand forward. Leg and hand back down to the earth and sending our left foot back, pushing the heel away and sending our right hand forward. Fantastic. Let's take them back down to the ground. We're going to bring our right foot in front of us for a low lunge. Find your balance here. Just make sure that your knee isn't going over your ankle. So put your foot in whatever position is good for you. If you need a cushion under your left knee, please get one now. Find your balance and let's send our arms skyward. We'll take our palms together and send our elbows back. So we're really opening up that chest. Bring our hands to our chest center and we'll rotate over to the right hand side. You may be able to get your left elbow to the outside of the right knee. And let's come back to center, sending our arms skyward. Take our hands back down to the ground and we'll just send our bottoms back, straightening that right leg for a half fold here. Keep integrity in your spine. So have your spine as long as you need. Bend your knee as much as you need. The intention is we can try and get our torso to our thighs. You should feel a stretch right up the back of the calf and the hamstring on the right hand side. Let's come back into our low lunge and take our right foot back, and we'll do that on the left hand side. Send our left foot forward. Find your balance. And once you've found that balance there, let's go up into our low lunge, palms together, opening the chest. So send your palms back, your elbows back, opening up the chest. Take your palms to the center and rotate around to the left-hand side. Right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Coming back to center, we'll take our hands to either side of our left leg, sending our bottom back as we do a nice half fold. And you may find that as the morning goes on, first thing in the morning, you might not have much range with your folds or your knees. So you must ensure that you're going to bend your knees as much as you need so that we don't cause any injury. But we still do want to feel that stretch coming up along the back of the leg there. Fantastic. Come back into that low lunge now. We'll take the left leg back and we're just going to come into puppy pose. So find your hips and your knees stacked over each other as we walk our hands forward, and we're sending our chest to the ground as much as you can. If you're able to, you will have your forehead on the ground, coming into puppy pose. Let's take 5 deep, even breaths here. Fantastic. You can lift your head and shoulders off the ground, and you can just walk your hands a little bit back towards you, coming into down dog now. Let's curl our toes, and as always, on the inhale, we're going to send our bottoms back over our heels, and then you can start to look to straightening your legs. And let's just paddle our legs here and move our hips in whichever way feels really nice for you today. Just paddling, getting a little bit of movement into the legs. Wonderful. Stay there in down dog. I'm going to ask that you come up onto your tippy toes now, bringing our whole body into a plank. Let's take the tops of our feet down onto the mat, coming into up dog. Open that heart space, having your arms nice and straight. We're using our core muscles to draw ourselves up, coming back into downward dog. And we'll do that one more time. So when you're ready, bringing yourself up and over on the tippy toes into a plank, switch your feet to have the tops of your feet on the mat, coming into up dog. Using your core as you're coming back now onto downward dog, and just stay here for a few breaths and really just enjoy that stretch, that full body stretch up the legs, over the bottom and into the spine. Let's come down onto tabletop, and we'll take our feet wide onto the mat, as wide as you're allowed, or your body will allow, sorry. So usually to the width of the mat there. And when you're ready, we'll send our hips back towards our heels. And you can either have your hands fully extended into an extended wide-legged child's pose, or you may find if it's in the morning, you just want to place your head onto your forearms that are bent in front of you. Whatever's comfortable for you, allowing yourself to get a full breath, a full inhale and a full exhale, and just relax the body down. With every exhale, have the intention of sinking further and further into the mat. Terrific. Let's take our hands onto the mat and carefully pushing ourselves up as we walk our knees back under the body, and we'll come into sitting for butterfly. So let's take the soles of our feet together and have them a little away. So you have got a little bit of a diamond. We're going to come into a forward fold. So you can bind your feet with your hands, sitting up nice and straight. You can roll your shoulders back and down. And on our exhale, we're just going to bend ourselves as much as your body is going to allow you this morning into a forward fold. Again, you might have your hands bound. You might have your hands forward. It really is dependent on where your body is telling you it should be this morning. Just enjoy that nice stretch along the inner groin there. On our inhale, we'll work ourselves back up, so gently sitting ourselves back up and allowing ourselves to help our knees back together as we come to a side twist. So we can keep our either legs crossed. You can have them, if you want to, crossed over each other, like so. And if you do that, let's come up with our hands skyward. Let's anchor those ribs. So our lower ribs are anchoring down, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale as we twist around to the right, using our right hand for support behind us. And just taking our left arm to the top of our left leg. And sit in this pose here with every exhale that you do. You might be able to twist around a little further. Inhaling as we come back up to center. And we'll take our body over to the left-hand side. So allow our right arm to go to the outside of the left knee there, and we're going to use our left hand behind us for support. Fantastic. Let's come back up to center. We're going to swap the legs over now so that we are actually balancing both sides of the leg. So our left leg in this instance was over the top, so I'm taking mine underneath now. Right leg goes on the top. Try and make sure that your knees are in alignment. Taking ourselves up. And let's go over to the left. So left hand supports behind us, right arm to the top of our right leg. Every exhale, find a little deeper in the twist. Inhale as we come back up to center. Exhale as we go over to the right. Right hand supports, left hand to the outside of the right knee. Fantastic. Let's take ourselves up. And if you can, on the exhale, let's take our arms behind us, bind our fingers and take them to our knuckles to the earth. If you are unable to reach the earth, you might just have your knuckles to the lower part of your back, and that's perfectly fine. Just send your shoulders back so you are opening up that chest, and enjoy that stretch along there. You may want to look up skyward for a throat stretch. Releasing the fingers now, bringing them aside. Let's just take ourselves into a nice seated cross-legged position. And just find your center again here. Gently place your hands on your knees. And soften your eyes, soften your gaze, soften your face. If you notice your tongue is on the roof of your mouth, release it here to relax your jaw. And let's take 3 deep, even breaths. In the nose and out the nose. As we come to our final breath, you may take your hands to your heart center in Jali Mudra, so palms facing together, or you can choose to place your hands on top of each other, whatever is comfortable for you. Take your gaze down, chin towards the chest. And I invite you to set your intention today of gratitude. As we breathe in energy, we're breathing in gratitude. Coming here with gratitude for our bodies that are carrying us through this world, and simple gratitude just for today. Taking your hands into your lap, sitting up nice and straight. Thank you for coming to the mat today for your morning stretch. I hope that's got you moving for the day. Come to this pose or flow at any time if you just need to work out a few little kinks. If that's all you've got is 10 minutes, that's all you need. Have a lovely day. I'll see you again. And until then, namaste.